Legend speaks of a man whose culinary prowess tamed the beasts of the wild. A man whose skill is unsurpassed, knowledge unparalleled, and creativity unmatched. This video is not about that man. That man would cost our entire snack budget for a 5-second cameo. So instead, this video is about Let's Go Exploring's best and worst camping meals of 2025. Let's get into it.
For today's feast, I'm making sausage gravy and biscuits. So I've got my sausage, spices, milk, flour, and then I got the ready-made little crescent rolls instead of trying to make my own dough, just to make things simpler. Now, one thing I've read is that you can cook these on the stovetop. You just got to put them in a lightly greased skillet. Did I bring anything with which to grease the skillet? No. Put in a little bit of water, kind of give them a steam bath. See how that works. Even ready-made dough is no match for my stupidity. You know, we'll see how this works. That isn't what they're supposed to look like. Oh, man. Oh, yes, there's a faint resemblance between parts of these and the crescent rolls they're supposed to. Oh, man. These are beyond charred. We're going to dump our sausage and our spices in. Now I just have a bunch of different spices: salt, pepper, chili powder, I think garlic powder, and I forget what else. Let's get this thing cooking. Well, that's looking nice and browned. Time to put in the flour. So the fat is supposed to be in there, kind of to let the flour mix with it and soak it up, but that ain't really gonna happen, so I don't think I'm gonna have enough milk, y'all. Well, I'll keep my day job. We have our lovely biscuits and basically sausage with breading. Breaded sausage is what this is, not really a gravy. That's okay. Delicious. Bon appetit. Just a little charred in places, but still tasty. And as always, gotta have some coffee with breakfast. Yeah, it's a little watery. Well, you win some, you lose some. I guess one of the lessons here is try making the stuff at home before you make it in the woods, so you learn how to do it properly. For tonight's feast, we're going to make Philly cheesesteaks. So I got some rolls, steak to put on the grill, green pepper, mushrooms, onions, provolone cheese, some spices to put in with the veggies. I am so excited. This is gonna be delicious. Just cook the steak. Some olive oil, the onions. This is garlic powder and Italian seasoning. And this is black pepper. And while the other items are cooking, time to cut into the steak. That's a little overcooked, unfortunately. It's definitely a medium, probably medium well a little bit, but oh well. Oh yeah, it's coming together nicely. Whoopsie daisies. Oh yeah, that is looking choice. Oh, that's gonna be so messy. I definitely overstuffed these. Well, not the ideal presentation, but man, are they gonna taste delicious. Oh yeah. Hopefully they don't fall apart too much because they're definitely soggy. I needed these. Look at that deliciousness. Ooh-wee. For tonight's feast, we're embracing some of life's simple pleasures, namely hot dogs, potato buns, makes all the difference in the world, and some pepper and broccoli to turn this into a semi-healthy meal-ish. Oh no. Well, I managed to somehow screw up the buns, which is not a great sign. But it does fit with my general cooking levels on these trips. I swear I'm a better cook at home, but out here I have issues, to say the least. Oh yeah. Oh, no. Y'all, I just realized I forgot condiments for the hot dogs. I brought spices for my breakfast tomorrow, but I forgot to bring mustard and ketchup. So we'll be having a plain hot dog dinner with plain pepper and plain broccoli. It'll still taste pretty good though, not gonna lie. Looking forward to it. Oh, times like these. One, I wish I didn't forget stuff. Two, wish I had a seat, but I guess I'll just pop a squat and eat anyways. They turned out pretty well though, look at that. If you're gonna eat them plain, this'll do. That bun is very dry, but now I'm extra grateful that I got potato buns. It makes all the difference in the world and adds a little bit of flavor that would have been missing, especially without condiments. Things aren't going according to plan, but it's still a beautiful, beautiful winter night outdoors, and this tastes delicious. We got turkey, corn and onions, tomatoes, fire roasted, kidney beans, some coconut milk, Greek yogurt to put on top, as well as avocado, and then a bell pepper and cheese. Toss all that in there. Now to add the turkey. So this is a mixture of chili powder, paprika, cumin, I forget what else, to be honest. Now, some corn and the beans. Some tomato, the coconut milk, and let that all mingle together a bit with the rest of the seasonings. Just gonna let that simmer for a bit. It smells so good. I put some cinnamon in it. Just really brings the flavors together. So I got this recipe from Going Solo Outdoors. Check out his YouTube channel. Does all hikes all over the UK. Really good food. But he recommends putting a little bit of dark chocolate in to melt and just kind of bring a little bit of sweetness, add some flavor, cut some of the acidity from the tomatoes. So let's see how that tastes. Whew. All right, got the iPhone light charged, so back to using something that actually zooms. Now that's looking more like a chili. Ooh, yeah. Some Greek yogurt. I just like using it instead of sour cream. last but not least, some hot sauce. Not too bad, I gotta say. Oh. Well, friends, it took a little bit, but time to dig in and enjoy. Wow, that tastes good. This is the life. Well, like I said, took a little longer than expected. And by a little, I mean a lot longer. But ended up in a good spot. Dinner tonight, I got hamburgers, buns that are hopefully not too squashed. They look okay. And some onion and tomato. I got ketchup, I got mustard. This is the Italian seasoning, and this is a little black pepper and salt. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but let's see. So the big question is whether it's like steak, or when it's done, the coal stops sticking to it, or if I'm screwed, and I'll have to take it off. They're more meatballs than burger shaped, but that's fine. Gotta love a good tomato. All in all, not the best looking things I've ever created in my life, but not the worst either. Not too bad. One down, 2 more to go. All right, moment of truth. Right about now, I'm wishing I had a napkin, but that's what God gave me pants for. Well, it's gonna be a little sloppy. You know what? That's a lot better than I expected. Got a punch of Italian seasoning though. One of the highest compliments I've ever been paid is someone told me watching me eat is like watching Picasso paint. So you're basically getting to see an artist at work. So for tonight's scrumptious little feast, I have canned chicken, a little bit of taco seasoning, black beans, a little bit of corn, some cheese, sour cream, always important. And then here I've got hot sauce, a little bit of olive oil just to try to keep everything from sticking, and black pepper. And last but not least, these chips, unbelievably delicious. Nice crunch, they're thick enough they don't break off easily, and the jalapeno and lime flavoring is delicious. Highly recommend. Oh yeah. Add the taco seasoning, it's coming in nicely. Don't think it's quite hot enough to melt the cheese, but that's okay. Just add a little bit of black pepper. That's a little bit much, but it's okay. A little pepper never hurt nobody. The pièce de résistance. A little bit of hot sauce. All right, let's see how this bad boy tastes. Oh man, nachos are just incredible. It's at the spot. Look at how delicious that looks. Bury me and I am a happy man right now. For dinner tonight, I'm making something I've never made before, which is sushi. So I've never made that at home, definitely never made it in the woods, but why not try it out, see what happens. I have my pot to boil the rice in. Rice, nori sheets, tuna, don't worry, it's sushi grade. And then edamame as my snack with some soy sauce and other things when I put on the sushi. Last but not least, avocado. So not off to a great start because I somehow managed to burn some of the rice, which is why it's discolored. But hopefully it tastes okay. I think it's going to be a little bit too wet and too gluey, but I'm hungry, so time to get after it. Well, you know, you win some, you don't win some. And this is not the way you're supposed to make sushi, but one thing you are supposed to do is build a dam down at the bottom edge and basically put your fillings up next to it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Thank goodness the avocado's right. It's gonna taste okay. Well, the rice isn't gonna taste good, but the actual everything else is gonna taste amazing. All right, let's try our hand at the rolling part. So basically you want it to come almost to the edge. You want this little bit of lip and just roll it over on top of that. And voila, we have sushi. I think I'm just gonna eat a hand roll because I'm hungry. It ain't much to look at, but I'm sure it's gonna taste good. Oh man. Yes, the rice is basically glue, but still hits the spot. Definitely could use some improvements though. The only concern is I just basically made the most delicious meal possible for a bear. Definitely gonna have to wash everything extra carefully. Well, it sure wasn't pretty, but it was still delicious. I'm proud of myself for trying. Thanks for following along, everyone. The cooking has been an absolute highlight of these adventures over the last 6 months or so, and looking forward to getting up to more cooking shenanigans in 2026. So thanks for following along, and I'll catch you next time.